soft, because what if somebody gives you an idea on April 1st, pardon the pun, but what if it's a great idea and he's in past the deadline? I think really what you're trying to do here is let the public be involved, and I think, you know, you put that out there, but if someone submits an idea a week later.
I think the 20th is a good time, though.
Okay.
Like you were saying, slow down.
Doing uptown and a downtown
Does
location.
Chamber have a big room?
Not, Sarah, do you know that chamber room's not much bigger than this?
Yeah, it's about this size.
That was great.
Yeah. it is. Yeah.
Where else have you guys it?
Yeah, the archives is
Archives?
Yeah.
the best place anymore uptown because it's handicap accessible with the elevator.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
then down in the flats, we usually have it at the Holiday Inn, and I think it's $100 for the room, but you may be able to talk to them about it. But those are about the best locations.
Okay. And I would suggest maybe we don't pick which date we have it uptown or downtown until I find out which room's available on what meeting date we have here.
So 14th and 20th?
Right. What's the, do we have to vote on every piece of this, or can we put it all together at the end?
I think so, we'll make the motion lump it together, and I
Yeah,
think we're
okay.
all on the same page.
What about the deadline? Is it too late to go off, like, to the 15th of April?
You know, whatever you guys decide, but, you know, you have that in your process planning document. You put out that schedule. It's pretty ambitious to get it by the end of the year, so the sooner we get it from the public, the better. But, you know, that,
I was just thinking, yeah, we need
and kind of what I've seen when you involve the public is you get a slug right at the beginning, and you get a slug right at the end. And if you have a 2-month window, you're gonna have a month and a half enough. So, just something to think about. But April 15th is tax day. That's probably good.
Or the 9th?
What about 1 month after our last meeting, to the 20th? I believe 3 weeks.
Do we have to get a date
I think on the form it says submit by.
but it's not in our planning document.
No, it's not on the schedule. But
The 20th seems reasonable, given
Yeah.
the amount of importance we put on public participation and all the lengths we go into to capture.
it's a Friday.
Deadline April 20th.
All right, the next bullet point then is the agenda for the public meetings. We have a tentative agenda of BNRC members describe their mission and schedule, NRDP folks provide the background, and the public offers ideas, and then have some extra copies of the documentation and the process plan available so we can refer to those things. Are there any other things that you'd like to see on that agenda, or any of those that you don't agree with?
I guess I'd like to see that we put out an actual, just to call it a BS example, if you will. Okay, so here's an idea for X, and this is where it would be, and this is just an example of what a proposal would look like, not just, you know, fill out a form, but this is sort of what we'd look to see.
Okay.
That way, at the very least, if nothing else, we might see proposals that come back at least in these before that.
We could have like poster board something. Or potential projects for, you know, like the
Yeah,
air
purpose.
cannons or
Yeah.
Yeah.
butte water, or
Mm-hmm.
the tree thing, or things that are already on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, and I think too, orientation material that you guys got, you know, it said this counts, and it showed a picture of, you know, stream restoration, nice meandering stream where it was tailings before, and then some that doesn't work, they had a picture of water slides and, you know, had the big red X through it. And I can get big poster boards made up of that and put them out.
Yeah, you need,
Where you
give
grab
them some
it.
guidelines.
Yeah.
For the estimated cost, I would like something, some kind of wording to how they came about that estimate. If it's just something somebody pulled out of the air.
Good point.
But I wouldn't also mind seeing there though that, hey, if they can't estimate the cost, they've got an idea that if we like the concept, we'll have it costed at least from a, so people don't feel scared to not put in a proposal because they can't figure out how much it costs them.
Yeah, they may not have the access to the
Yeah.
right information,
So say, you know,
figure out the cost.
I mean, if you got the cost, yeah, you know, it's a good idea, but we'll obviously get it costed, so.
So that brings up the question, how do we do the due diligence on these? I mean, if you had 100 different ideas, I don't think we'll have that many, but we could probably end up with 30. And who does the due diligence on the term of feasibility? I mean, obviously, I take it's going to go to the staff, and they're going to make the determination by legal, make a determination as a legal expenditure of funds. Then we're going to have somebody sit down and take a look at feasibility, have to have somebody take a look at what the cost that they're asking for to see what can be done. Somebody's going to sit down and take a look at who the implementing party is and whether or not they've got the ability to implement this project, et cetera, et cetera. That to me, that's, when we talk about time frame, that's what I'm the most worried about, is making sure that we've done appropriate due diligence on these things. Pat, is that you?
It's tough, Larry.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the drill that we go through when we were running the grant program. You know, we get a grant application, and you went through exactly that process that you just outlined. You know, I think at this point, you're probably going to have a lot fall out on the legal threshold, and then some of them won't be feasible. But I do think it's going to be fairly easy to just get a cursory look at it. And then if they, you know, kind of goes, if they pass that litmus test, then yeah, it gets pretty in-depth. I mean, if you're gonna go out and really truth some of these projects and get costs on it, it's a long process. But, you know, I guess maybe we come back to the council with, you know, what passed, and have you guys maybe then rank them, and then we look at the top 10, or look at a number of projects. Say we have $32 million, we'll look at maybe $50 million worth of projects, and then after, if that's 10 projects that cost $50 million, then 11, 12, 13, and kind of be off the list. Or you guys want to rank them? But you're certainly going to have a lot more ideas than you have money.
But can you do like a preliminary, look at, those things, feasibility?
Yeah, and that's actually, you know, that's how your process plan is written, so.
Can we weight them according to the criteria we have already laid out?
Yep, and
In
that's
order.
exactly how we do the grant projects. Yeah.
Do we have a process where we know that we're gonna have more projects than money? Do we have a process where we're gonna, the projects that didn't make the cut, that we can keep them in a list somewhere where in the future some money from another pot appears that those projects that have already been vetted and viable just didn't make the cut could get
Yeah,
funded?
absolutely.
It would be nice to have a list of the criteria. I imagine in the agenda, as it's put forward here, when the BNRC members describe their mission and schedule, it'd be nice to have something, just a long list of the criteria in order that we are using to make our judgment.
Sure, and maybe we can do something to that effect at public meetings too, is put that board together and say, this is how we're gonna rank your projects.
You can hand out anything on a whiteboard.
I
or both?